In this video, the McLaren up ahead decides it doesn't want to race anymore. And just how fast is the old Nissan GTR GT3 car? Hello everyone and welcome back to Beat the Meta, and we're in the GTR Nismo GT3 at Spa. You're probably going, Tidge, we haven't done Spa in a little while. Yes, I did this actually on a week just so I could have some content for you while I'm away, because I'm currently away at the moment and I thought I'd do a Beat the Meta secretly. Now, if you do enjoy this video, do give it a like, do subscribe to the channel, stay in touch with all the latest content, and let's see if we can do Beat the Meta. Now, what is Beat the Meta first of all? It's where I take the non-strong car, in this case the 2013 GTR, which is definitely not a strong car, and we try and beat the strong cars, which at Spa is of course the MR cars and the BMW M6 GT3. Right, let's head up towards Rouge and Radion then. Up we go here with the McLaren 650S up ahead. That's a very strong car here, and we are in that slipstream now. Can we catch up the Sport RS 200 then? The Spanish driver up ahead, that is the question. Okay, here we go then. We're getting a tiny bit closer. Not really gaining that much, to be honest with you. So we're learning very quickly. This car doesn't have really good top-end speed. McLaren goes a little bit deep here into Lake Home. But it looks like it's all about to settle down here as we go through this right-hand. Look at that understeer. Oh! Now, there was a setup that you could do on this. I initially did a race without a setup. Then the rest of the races, I will try setup. And I don't always win Beat the Meta as we look down the inside at Pouan then. Down the inside of the Marlboro liveried car, but it's not going to quite work there. But we do give it a go. We give it a go and hope that it can work sometime. So here we go. Lap number 2 then. We're still with the McLaren. We've definitely dropped off the rest of the pack here with our fighting as we head towards turn 1. I was looking on the inside. They sort of go for a weird defensive line there. But unfortunately, it does cost them on the exit then as we continue on out of there. We're going to be side by side here now. Are we going to be passed before Rouge and Radion? Yes, we are. So one thing to note there, this car's acceleration does appear to be quite good. It's just the top end appears to be atrocious. We head up here then, absolutely fine, but the McLaren's going to come back at us surely here. That's got very good top-end speed. Here we go. It pulls towards that left-hand side then. Let's jump to some chase cam here just to be able to see what's going on here. Move myself to the right then as we head down in towards the braking zone. Then side by side. Look at this. Very close indeed. But we do get it stopped. We are there. We do get it done and dusted. Up into P15. Finally, happy days. But we've only got a couple more laps to go really here. So lap number 3 then. Here we go. Quite a bit far off the pack up ahead. We are catching them slowly but surely here as we go through the right-hander. A little bit of a wiggle on top, or going through a Rouge Radion. And unfortunately, there's only one thing there that's going to happen. That's a penalty there. So we're going to take the penalty here, and that's going to put us right into the clutches of the Spanish driver once again. We were catching the pack up ahead, which is a bit annoying here. Let's jump on board the Spanish drivers. They catch me at Blanchimont then. Round the outside they go. What a move that is. But unfortunately for them, they go a bit too wide there. Bit too wide indeed. So there's only one outcome here, and that is going to be another penalty there for track limits as we go into here. Now, one thing they do forget here on the exits of this corner, they've got dirty tyres. They hit the power, they go for a spin, and they really do crash there. So the final lap, here we go. We catch up to the Portuguese driver here, El Crony. Let's see what we can do versus the Crony. They're in the newer car, the 2018 car. We're in the old one, of course. And as we go down in towards this left-hander, look around the outside here at Pouan. It doesn't work out really going down the outside at Pouan. It really doesn't. And you've just seen that right there as we continue on through, then heading towards this double chicane. Can we make any moves? That is the question then. Through the right we go. No movement at all here. We're actually losing time because this car likes to understeer. It really does. Even with, like, when you add a setup, it doesn't change that much to this car. It really doesn't. You can see that the 18 car dominating. In fact, that's arguably the meta car here. So it's new versus old in terms of the Nissan. And that's because of setups. I did forget about that part. Setups do mean that Nissan comes to the forefront there. We're starting, what, P9 there, I think that is. There, 2:16.7. We're miles off the top times, which are very close to the 15s, if not the 14s. Now, I have applied a setup to this one. It's my extreme setup, essentially, to try and make the car as pointy as humanly possible, because I need it pointy. I need to get some form of turning here. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to beat the meta at all. Well, we'll leave turn 1 there. We leave La Source, and we got Vegas up ahead. Now, look at the acceleration of this car. Instantly catch up to the 18 car up ahead. Now, we do give him a bump draft. I didn't want to go side by side here through Rouge and Radion. So the acceleration on this car is actually phenomenal. It's just when it gets towards the top end, when you get into 6th gear, it just stops moving. It really does stop moving. It is quite bizarre then. Through the right we go then, heading towards this long right-hander. I'm very close to Vegas once again. We are keeping up. Well, it's El Crony ahead in P7 as well there. As we continue on in towards this left-hander. Through we go. Now, Vegas got that slightly wrong on the slippy stuff as well. We go down the inside. Oh, what's happened to them then? Somebody else has died there on the left-hand side. I didn't even notice that in the edit then as we continue on through here. And we've gained, well, 2 places effectively now. We're racing El Crony again as we go into this right-hander. And we're fighting for P3 here. There's a podium place up for grabs. I'll take that because this car is actually atrocious here. I'm going to be honest with you right now. And Nardo Man there gets it all wrong at the exit of the left-hander. We're going to try and follow Crony here in towards the left we go. And as we go through here, not quite. There's a small tag there with Nardo Man, but I was there initially. And Nardo Man keeps that position in that Renault RS01. That's a strong car here. It really is. As we head in towards the right left, then in we go, slowing it down. Now that podium place slipping from our grasp then. We've only got 1 more lap to go here. Can we get past Nardo Man first of all though? Looking down the inside there, a little bit of wiggle there up until the braking zone. A bit confused with that one in terms of movement under braking, but even so, we carry on racing here. All's good then as we go through that right-hander and lose even more time to the Renault. Now, we're going to head towards turn 1. Now, the brakes on this car do appear to be quite good, to be honest with you. They really do. I have to release the brakes there just to avoid braking too early, effectively. Nardo Man sticks in P6, though, as we continue on out of there. Let's see the acceleration and top speed versus that Renault, then, in this Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 car, the 2013 car, then, as we go up Eau Rouge and Radion. Here we go, then. We get to the top of the hill. We're in that slipstream. We've got a good run here at the moment then in 5th gear. We're going to go to 6th gear in a second, I'm sure, here as we go side by side. There we go. And this is where the car starts to struggle. Look at that. We had the run. Not anymore then as we head towards Lake Home. Can we do this round the outside? Look how close we are. You can't get anything in between us there. But what a defense there by Nardo, man. That is a really good defensive move and really good racing. Really fair play with that one. We advance towards the end then. P7 is where we finish, and this is looking like it's going to be really hard. Really, really, really hard. Remember, we don't always win Beat the Meta, and I'll keep going up to a point, and we'll see what happens. The 18 car dominating here. I'm in the 13 car. It's not going well. Well, we jump into a race a little bit later on, and we're starting P3 here, but we're behind someone in the 15s. This car can't get in the 15s, okay? Maybe at the push, a 16-0, but 15 is going to be hard. Different day. I'm in an England shirt now, apparently. And if you are enjoying this video, as always, do give it a like and do subscribe to the channel. So, can we keep up with Furious Knights? So, my plan here was to get as close as I can, similar to what I did with Nardo Man, and hopefully overtake them before the end of the Kemmel Straight. And in that sense, try and defend for my life. But unfortunately, I get Eau Rouge and Radion wrong there. And unfortunately, we are dropping time here to Furious Knights as we go hard on the brakes in towards Lake Home. And that gap staying at half a second. And we already know that Renault is going to keep going on and on and on. It really is in terms of pushing away from this car. We advance to lap number 3 then. It's now near 2 seconds then up in the distance as we go through this right-hander. And what we're going to do is jump to some reactions because that's what happens. Oh, he's made a mistake. Oh, no. Oh, we're on. We're on. Oh, my word. 3 races. What? Yeah, I could not believe that. They made a mistake, but how was that mistake made? Let's have a look at it then from Furious Knight's perspective. Just a tiny bit on the slippy stuff and like a little weird reaction mid-corner there. Not sure exactly what's going on, but unfortunately, they go off the circuit. We go into P1. Let's see if we do actually win the race, and what we'll do is jump to some live reaction again. Yes! Oh, that was me having to think about having to set up the car even more, but no need. Take it. There you go then. I was worrying about how to set up this car even more to be able to get even more turning if at all possible, but no need. We did beat the meta again. A secret beat the meta as well. Some A+ drivers in there, so it all counts here. I'm amazed I did it, to be honest with you, because the second I started it, I regretted even attempting this beat the meta. So we got lucky with the bottle job there, but even so, sometimes you've got to get lucky in these beat the metas. And once again, we're lucky here by winning in that Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 car, the 2013 car. You're looking at the first 10 cars here, where we've got first place. They're not in any order other than alphabetical. Just keep that in mind as we go to the next 10 there. Now, you can check out all the Beat the Metas that we've done in these cars in the description. There's a big playlist there. So if there's a particular car you are interested in, like the Hyundai Genesis, for example. Obviously, that's the old car, not the Genesis. It's the Hyundai Genesis. You can go and check that out and see what happened in that particular race, of course. So what we're going to do now is jump to the next 10 then. We're getting quite far here. You can see there the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3, the 13 car, has a win on the board now. 16 votes that car got. I think it got a couple more before. Well, I did it, and then it got a couple more after that. But even so, that is the current votes in there. It does mean there's going to be a car profile on this as well, so do keep an eye out for that one and see how it ends up, because it's got a good acceleration, this car. Could be a surprise, might not be a surprise, let's see. But we're down to 35 cars complete here, and then we've got these second places there that you can see. Now, if you want to vote for these cars, you can do. All you have to do is write in the comments for GT race car, for example. It gets a vote, and then I will try and do it again at some point. So that's got a second place, for example. There's actually only 6 cars we have not even attempted to beat the meta with now. The Silhouette, the Atenza, the Mercedes-AMG GT3, the test car, the SLS, and Ruthless Boy there down at the bottom. So we're getting very much towards the end here of Beat the Meta. Obviously, a car profile to come with this Nissan GTR GT3 car, the 813 car, of course. Couldn't get my words out then at all. I still can't believe I did beat the meta with that one. I will be honest with you. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, do give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. In terms of the setup, do check out Discord, of course. All the other videos with the extreme setup. That is exactly what I used. 2 companies that help me out massively are GT Amiga and Fanatec. So you can use my code Tidgney at checkout, of course. You get a discount with that one, or an affiliate link with Fanatec, and I get a kickback, and it helps support the channel. 2 videos there to check out, of course. And that is going to be it for me, folks. A big thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a video live stream again very soon.